All right, baby. Auntie Live, okay?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What is good? What's good? What's good? Uh, You sure this?
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, yo? We back.
I'm
Sure.
share love
My
out.
sound straight?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I'm gonna make sure the acoustics is right.
All right, yeah. So yeah, we just got a couple things to go over. I know we didn't go over everything earlier,
Nah.
but yeah, we gonna finish it up. Uh, just letting the Telegram know we live. Y'all share the live out for us. Subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure y'all like the live for us. Share the live, all that good stuff.
Word up.
Hey, and do I got? Oh my, they probably ain't on yet. We gotta have some mods on YouTube. Y'all be wilding.
You sound YouTube?
Yeah, they be wilding on YouTube.
Nah, yeah. They be tripping on YouTube. They be tripping
Yeah,
on YouTube.
we be wilding out, boy. Worse than TikTok. For real, for real.
Yeah, jokers be tripping. Jokers be tripping.
What's
Yo, what's
good?
good? We got Minnesota, Louisiana. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
All right, so yeah, we do. I want to talk about the G20 movie a little bit. Because I'm gonna talk about it this morning. I want to talk about that. Um, I want to talk about Tim Scott. Um,
Mhm.
let me see if I can actually find the. I think it was on X actually. The Tim Scott interview where he said we'll get market structure and all of that stuff by August. We'll look at that and talk about that a little bit, and then we got some art. Yeah, I found it. Here it is. We got some articles and stuff. So yeah. Um,
Okay.
where we at? Where we at over there on TikTok? What's going on? Y'all running the
What's
lights up as y'all come on in, double tapping the screen,
Yo,
or
what y'all doing? What y'all doing over there on TikTok?
what's good, y'all?
Let's see. Where we at? Where we at? We are at
What's going on? Y'all running the lights up
through
as y'all come on
4K.
in,
I see 4K.
4K. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, okay. Make sure y'all follow Block Nation on Instagram. If before y'all, you know what I'm saying, because we post updates on the IG as well. Make sure y'all follow the IG, as well as the Block Nation TikTok. What's up, y'all? G20 has so many clues,
oh
and
yeah. G20 got hella boost.
it's Viola Davis acting, and Viola didn't do a bad job. What they saying about her acting?
Oh, come on, yo. Y'all
They was
being
finding
nitpicky
something.
now.
Yeah, cause what was wrong? Viola did. She didn't do a bad job to me. I ain't
Nah.
gonna get into all of that because that's a distraction too. If y'all feel like her acting won't good, what are y'all?
Y'all being nitpicky
Y'all
now.
just mad because they had to get that lady an award, and I feel like motherfuckers mad because she had to get a Grammy or some shit. Oh, they said it was nothing. Oh, they said it was good, nothing bad. Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying that they're just talking about how great her acting was and it's taken away
Oh,
from the message of the movie. Got you. Okay, because I was getting ready to say she didn't do a bad job, and I thought she did phenomenal. Honestly, especially with the I don't know if she did them stunts. It sure looked like she did some of them stunts in that movie. From yeah, she did a good job. Anthony Anderson, he did good as well. I think they both
yeah.
I think they both did a good job. But one thing, so just to kind of, so I'm glad you started it from there. Because we almost had 10K likes on TikTok. Let's get to 15K over there. Let's keep running the likes up. But one thing that the main point that I really want to talk about, because I feel like they do this in every movie when it comes to crypto. They figure out a way to make sure the bad guys are dealing with crypto, and then make sure
Mm-hmm.
they find a way to find a criminal. I'm not here to talk about that. That's so normal.
Mm-hmm.
That was so like I saw that from afar that that's what they was gonna do. What people missed was when they showed how quickly and how they can run the crypto market up in an instant. That's the part
That's
that
a great point.
that's the part everybody missed and that nobody's really talking about because I'm sorry if you didn't watch the movie yet, please go watch it, but I'm just gonna talk about this little part because I don't think D got to this part either. But in the movie, basically they had Viola at the event, and of course it was a hostile takeover. They had her get on a live and read certain words on this live. Now they used AI to change up what she said to something else, and it crashed the dollar in an instant. And
Mm.
immediately, people were making hundreds of millions of dollars every 30 seconds. And they showed it in real time. They showed it in real time. That is their way of programming you because the way they set this movie up, they set it up in certain parts of it in the most realistic way. So your brain is like, oh, it can happen like that. So that's how you should know. Like, it's a strong possibility. I'm not saying it is. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. But the fact that they showed the market turn it in an instant was just like a wow. Like, and I'm like, nobody's gonna really, and I knew nobody was gonna talk about it much because people were gonna be so upset that crypto looked criminal and the bad guys wanted to use crypto. When really the villain in the movie, he really made, although he was very he did too much. He
Mm-hmm.
made points. He made great
Oh
points.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. He was making hella great points.
yeah, his whole reasoning behind using crypto to me, I'm like, how did y'all turn this into he's the bad man and what Viola Davis and them was trying to do was good? Like, like putting your money under surveillance
It's
and all that. Like, it's basically the CBDC system. It was basically they were talking about CBDCs without saying it. And I'm like, okay, well, what he want to use crypto and just completely get off of y'all shit, and everybody wins. And y'all, like, I was trying to figure out why, like, how was they making this look bad and people was falling for it. But yeah, that part stuck out to me a whole lot when they showed it being an instant in a quick move. The dollar literally started dropping and crypto was shooting up. And it was the entire cryptocurrency market. It wasn't even just like in the movie, they didn't even say, oh, Bitcoin shot up to blah. No, it was the entire cryptocurrency market in the movie. So
I mean, they got to tell you. They got to tell you. You know what I mean? The same thing happened in the movie Dope back in 2015, where the drug dealers was using Bitcoin, and it kind of like put the thought in my head like, oh, Bitcoin was bad. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin, like, oh, the criminals and the people that do this and that, they use Bitcoin to like hide their money. But in fact, the biggest criminals in the world, which is the banking system, is using the money.
exactly,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? So that's my main thing. You know what I mean? Like they always got to tell you, in the content that's out there. That's universal law. So I mean, take with the information that you want to do. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing for it to be said in the news, but it's another thing for it to be said amongst your favorite artists and your favorite actors and stuff like that they use as a vessel to get the message out. And that's what they literally did for the movie. Use popular actors, especially with this movie, popular black actors, to get the message out.
Exactly, because they gotta tell you. They gotta tell you. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I watched them. I'm gonna watch it again. Because
Oh yeah, I got watch
watched it. I watched it with some family. But I need to watch it again, like by myself, where I can like really, because I feel like I know I missed some key parts. So I ain't gonna talk about it too much. I'm just remembering certain things that I watched and rewind. I even recorded part like if the fact that the movie. This is how you know it's getting ready. Crypto is getting ready to be a big event. It's gonna be a big event this summer. The first scene in the movie they brought up crypto instantly. The first
First
scene,
couple lines.
first scene, first, yeah, it shows you a wallet and everything. First scene in the movie, so that right there alone was
So yeah,
like, oh shit, like y'all ain't like they didn't slow walk you into it. They got straight to crypto. It was
so
like,
yeah,
yeah, we're gonna talk
so
about
you
this
had
on
a
the yeah.
so you had
So
like $100 million worth of crypto and shit on a
yeah,
wallet. That shit was wild.
yeah, exactly. The movie is G20. It's called G20. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on
But
Amazon Prime. So make sure y'all check that out. You know, we always feel like they use movies to, you know, put a word out, put a message out. If you're one of those people that, you know, believe that and have conviction of that, then I'd suggest you watch the movie. Or if you just like good movies, because it was a good movie.
and I bet you ask, you know, your peoples about the movie, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that movie was good." And then you ask them like, "Yo, what about the crypto stuff? How you feel about it?" They'd probably be like, "Well, yeah, they, you know, stay away
They
from
ain't gonna
that."
take it serious. They ain't gonna take it serious. That's on them. Like at this point, we so close now. It's like it ain't nothing I can do for you, because I know once that's why we getting ready to go right into Tim Scott. Once I saw Tim Scott, I'm sorry, like especially I can't even get it out because I know how close we are. It's like I don't have nothing. I have no more words for y'all for real. I used to have so much to say to y'all. I don't have much to say to y'all other than that's why I just started showing receipts. I try not to even talk as much no more. I just want to show receipts and elaborate off what we just reading. But folks like this, they even sending Tim. Why is Tim Scott like one of the main voices in this regulations phase? The biggest part of this is getting regulations. Why is Tim Scott like? If you look like me and D, like you're like y'all are literally like slow. If y'all ain't got no crypto, like I'm just gonna straight up say it. Like y'all pay attention to everything else in politics.
Mhm.
Everything else, it ain't but a few black people in politics in general. And y'all ain't listening to what this man is talking about. He's over the banking committee. Like he's over there with the banking committee. Y'all ain't listening to nothing he's talking about. He's over there helping you with your money. I don't get this. I
Yeah,
don't talk to everybody. This is why I beat it myself. This is why my friend group is small. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why I can count on my hand how many like people I could call a friend. Like I don't. So this is exactly why I don't talk to nobody because y'all are
yep.
straight up like I can't be around people that I feel like are very articulate, very smart, but then when it comes to this, y'all act a little slow. So I can't really be around it. I can't tolerate it. We ain't got a lot of time, really, and I'm not here to convince you. You know what I'm saying?
Smart, they smart dumb people.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Smart.
that going on. It's a lot of that going on in 2025. A lot of smart, dumb people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I do got the Tim Scott. Let me actually pull up my X account and I'm gonna show the Tim Scott clip so we can all watch it together on X. It should play because, like I said, it's on X, not YouTube. So, I think I got it right here. Actually, I already know because this app ain't been closed out. Let me close it out and go back in. The MacBook's so weird, bro. Let me share my screen too. Yeah.
Yeah, double tap the screen. While you doing that, I know we got Memphis in here. Shout out to 901. We got Maryland, Baltimore. We got the Bay. Shout out to the Bay. Shout out to Phoenix. Shout out to Baltimore 443-410. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Northern Ireland. We got Northern Ireland in here. Damn, that's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. We got Alabama. Shout out to Alabama.
Shout out to Bama. I'm actually gonna be in Alabama soon.
Shout out to Alabama.
Yeah, shout out to Alabama. I got family there. Just found that out not too long ago.
Oh.
Had no clue I had ties to Alabama, but hey.
Right.
Okay, here's the clip right here. So let me share my screen.
Shout out to San Fran, the Bay. The Bay is heavy up in here. We got the 901.
Hey, shout out to Larry June.
Shout out to shout out to Larry Jones. Shout out to
My
Larry
nigga
Jones.
Larry June.
Eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, and get money.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get caught up with these hoes. All right. That's what Larry would have said. All right, here we go. So let me start this over. So this right here is banking chair, the Senate banking chair, predicting that we'll have crypto signed into law by, keyword there is by August, okay? Not in August, not after August, by August, okay?
Bye.
And the Kinsler at the SEC, they just didn't like crypto. What I've said very often is simply this: we must innovate before we regulate. That means allowing innovation to happen here at home, and the digital asset space is critical to American economic dominance across the globe. The good news is President Trump is leading the way to a crypto revolution, starting here at the Banking Committee. And that's why we moved very quickly the Genius Act, focusing on the crypto world. That's how you get things done. It's passed through my committee. in a bipartisan fashion. Next market structure on its way to be heard in the committee, marked up, and I believe passed into law by August.
He said Donald Trump is a
There you
genius.
go.
Putin called it.
By August.
He said
Heard him.
by August. I wanted y'all to hear it from his mouth. He basically just told y'all in this clip that the banks are ready.
More than ready. More than ready. More than ready. You know, like all institutions, if your institution is going to survive, they need to be ready. They need to be ready. You know what I mean? Like if they're not compliant, if they're not doing what, look, even Google got to be ready. Google got to be ready. Because Google, listen, hold up. Let me go to this. Let me go to this real quick. Let me just slide this in here real quick. So Google has to comply with the MiCA regulations, MiCA, however you pronounce it, for crypto ads from this date. So Google will require European crypto advertisers to follow the EU's MiCA framework starting April 23rd. So that's like what, 9 days from now?
Yeah, it's about a week and a half. Week.
Yeah, we can some change. Applying new licensing rules across 27 countries.
Something
so
like that you would have thought would have been in a couple months, but they said April 23rd. they
ready.
Fast. They're moving fast. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to point that out because I don't think people realize like how quickly these people are moving.
Absolutely. Advertisers must register the MiCA as CASP and follow national rules stipulated under the MiCA. Legal experts raise concerns about the cost and the access for smaller crypto firms. So basically, Google is tightening up its rules on crypto advertising across Europe. And like I said, starting April 23rd, companies promoting crypto exchanges and wallets on Google's platform must be licensed. This will require registration under MiCA regulation or as the Crypto Asset Service Provider, CASP. In its March 24th update, Google also noted that advertisers must comply with each country's specific legal requirements, which may go beyond the MiCA framework, right? So this will apply to Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Sweden, and 21 other countries. I know some people in here are probably in Europe right now, right? The policy will not result in instant penalties for violators. Instead, Google will issue a warning 7 days before suspending an advertiser's account. So they not playing, fam. They're not playing. They know they got to get this shit going, right? So
that's how you know regulations and all that is coming, but way before August. Like,
May
or June.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say May or June, or if we go into July, it is the very beginning of July. I'm talking first week of July. It ain't gonna be in no damn August.
I mean, August is only 4 months away. Honestly, less than 4 months away.
Less than 4. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think that once we get this ISO, it doesn't make sense for. That's why I told y'all they had pushed ISO back to July 14th. I've been trying to figure out how the hell we gonna have ISO go live, and the Ripple case not over. We still ain't got the stablecoin bill signed in the law and market structure, which is crypto signed. We don't have crypto law. How we gonna have the ISO? How we gonna move to an instant payment settlement, instant payments, and we don't have none of this stuff done? It doesn't make any sense. So if that's July 14th, then I know it's got to get done between May and June. It's what makes the most sense, or the first week of July.
Yeah, they're not playing, fam. They're not playing. And another thing, just another part of that article was Hong. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Hong, the chief legal officer at the crypto exchange BitGet, called the policy a double-edged sword. He said it will filter out unlicensed actors and improve investor protection, but it may also cause burden for smaller players. So he also noted that many small firms may struggle to meet MiCA's capital requirements, which range from 15,000 euros to 150,000 euros, depending on the service. That is a little steep if you're a smaller player. In addition, licensing costs, companies will need certification from both Google and national regulators, furthering the compliance challenges. So yeah, if you ain't got a couple of dollars, then you may not, be able to participate. But that's the thing, though. That's why we in these assets, yo. So like, if you're a business or if you're a company right now, you need to be starting to, transfer your shit over accept these types of payments and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You need
because
to get familiar with crypto.
all the banks are getting ready. They've already had meetings with the Federal Reserves in whatever districts or whatever they in. They've all had meetings with the Federal Reserve because the banks also have to present this to their customers. So they already have had these workshops and meetings and stuff. So if you have a small business, you definitely need to be getting ready. I want to address one of the comments on TikTok.
Okay.
So ISO has two. It's a whole list of dates, guys. It's a date for July 14th, and then everybody has to be on by November. Okay, but the key dates are July 14th and I forgot the Pacific day in November, but it's 2 dates. So ISO has a July 14th date and they have a November date. It's two different dates. They didn't push it back to November. It's just 2 different dates that stuff has to get done by. So July 14th is one, and then it's a date in November. So to clear that up.
Okay.
November 22nd. Thank you.
Oh, November 22nd. Okay. So I try to remember that. So 11/22. 20. 11. 1122.
1122. That's why I said, interesting numbers.
Heavy on the angel numbers. Heavy on the angel numbers for sure.
So yeah, but no, that Michael, that's gonna be that Google's letting y'all know like this is going.
And remember back, I think it was back in like October, we was going over the whole list of all the cryptos that fit under MiCA regulations or whatever, right? So, and a lot of those assets were the assets that we talk about all the time, right? So, just one last thing, Google has a strong history of engaging in crypto firms beyond its ad service, because we know that in an earlier update, the Mantra Protocol launched the Real World Asset Accelerator Program in collaboration with Google Cloud. So reports show that its blockchain has grown into the billion-dollar ecosystem backed by institutional investors led by the DAMACA Group and Google. So it's no way to avoid blockchain, fam. If you use Google, you might as well get used to using, familiar with blockchain.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
Period.
All right.
That's just what it is. So, I believe. Oh, and I seen some Visa news. Let me scroll back up earlier, and also the SEC. This is interesting. They delayed staking for the Grayscale Spot Ethereum ETF. I thought that was interesting. I don't know why the SEC delayed it. Let me see if there's any information to follow up with that. Oh, it says the final decision is expected to be made by June 1st. So they just delayed it. June.
Damn.
That's interesting though, because they're timing the market of when they want this market to go kaboom. So June 1st, like y'all gotta pay attention to when they doing stuff. Like they don't be just doing like it didn't get delayed just for the hell of it, just because they wanted. Y'all gotta remember Gary Gensler's gone, so we're not dealing with no assholes at the SEC right now. So if they delayed it to June 1st. You know what I'm saying? You got to start being like, what's going on around June 1st? Like, you just got to start having, like asking some questions, like, what's going on around that day? Why they push you back to June 1st? Like, so yeah, it got delayed.
Right.
I guess that was supposed to come out this week, but it got delayed. So, and then we have some Visa news. So it says, credit card giant Visa is said to be joining the Paxos USDG stablecoin consortium.
Paxos. Okay.
Paxos. I don't know why I said Paxos. Paxos USDG is a stable coin. Alongside the likes of Robinhood, Kraken, and Galaxy HQ. Yeah, this is. Let me pull the article up for this.
Yeah, pull that up. Let's dissect that. That's Visa, fam. Some of y'all got Visa in y'all wallets and y'all purses right now.
Let me see. Let me share my I'll share my screen with that. Here we go. So y'all can see it. It should be popping up in a second.
Yep, we see it.
Okay, cool.
Paxos, that's gold. That's gold.
That's gold.
That's gold.
So, Paxos, the global dollar network, USDG, also includes Kraken, Galaxy Digital.
Bless.
Thank you. Anchorage Digital, and Bullish, the owner of CoinDesk. So it says here that Visa is joining the global dollar network, which is a stable coin convened by U.S. regulated digital asset firm Paxos, however you say it, alongside Paxos, alongside cryptocurrency and fintech heavyweights like Robinhood, Kraken, and Galaxy Digital. according to two people familiar with the plans. It says Visa is the first traditional finance known to be joining USDG, whose initial members also include Anchorage Digital, Bullish, the owner of CoinDesk, and Novi, however you say that. The stablecoin business, whose lucrative potential is opening up to more firms amongst regulatory change, has been dominated by the first and second largest issuers of USD peg tokens, Tether's USDT and its smaller sibling Circle and USDC. So USDG is designed to share the yield with participant firms that can create connectivity and liquidity. Unlike Tether, for example, I keep telling y'all, I think I kind of spoke on that this morning a little bit. For example, which retains the interest gained from its stablecoin reserves. Okay. Why? Listen. So just that alone is how I know institutions ain't about to be fucking with Tether. So the large card networks have, because it's better options. I'm just saying it's better options. The large card networks have been busy partnering in the crypto space. Visa was recently reported to be helping Sam Altman's World Network, and MasterCard is working with the non-custodial wallet MetaMask. Visa did not respond to requests for comment just yet, but a representative at Paxos said the firm cannot comment on prospective partners. Whatever. Fact of the matter is that they took the time out to write this article and made sure that they shitted on Tether while they did it. That is what I got from that.
Damn.
Yeah, so Visa making moves, yo. Visa making moves with gold. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. How you feel about that?
I mean, yeah. It's Visa. Like, what you gonna say? Like, what you just gonna stop using? You gonna stop using Visa? You gonna stop using MasterCard? Like, whatever they say, go. Whatever they say, go. Like, but Visa knows where this is going. All your companies know where this is going, fam. All roads lead ahead to here. And the fact that Paxos is in the mix, that further legitimizes them too. I mean, I know Robinhood. Punk ass Robinhood. Like, listen, if you use Robinhood, cool. But I haven't used Robinhood in a minute only because for personal reasons. But Robinhood, they got to throw their hand in the mix. Robinhood got XRP on it. You know what I'm saying? They know they had to get the hottest, the most polarizing coin on their platform. But
it's their liquidity.
Yeah. They ain't going nowhere. So it further legitimizes it. And I heard you mention Kraken in that article.
Yeah.
Did you know this was? I think this just came out too about Kraken. Kraken is launching, because you was talking about the stock market when we was on earlier. Kraken launches a commission-free stock and ETF trading in select U.S. states. So Kraken now offers commission-free access to U.S. listed stocks and ETFs for clients in 10 American states, expanding beyond crypto. So this gives credence to what you're saying. Like, everything has to be tokenized. It's all going to be together in the mix. So Kraken just rolled it out across 10 states. Those 10 states are New Jersey, Connecticut, Wyoming, Oklahoma, Idaho, Iowa, Rhode Island, Kentucky, Alabama, and DC. So according to this announcement, select states will have access to over 11,000 U.S. listed stocks and ETFs directly through the Kraken accounts. Because Kraken, they just got dismissed. Like, what was that, last month with all their stuff with the SEC? Was that like a month or so ago? Yeah. So they stated that they will roll out. Will gradually expand to more U.S. states. Ultimately, it plans to introduce the service to major international markets, including the UK, Europe, and Australia. So Kraken. So Kraken is getting the Kraken. Kraken is getting Kraken.
Yeah, pretty good. Shout out to them.
Yeah. That's what came on today. And one more thing, the feature is available. The feature is available on the standard Kraken mobile app. So Kraken Pro Web and the Kraken app. With its development, users can easily move between digital currencies, traditional stocks, stable coins, cash, all within one interface. So damn, they're going to be able to rotate crypto into stocks and vice versa. That's wild. That's wild, fam.
And then the last thing I got before we hop off is I got some VeChain news. So it says VeChain welcomes Dana White as the official advisor to drive real-world adoption of blockchain. So of course, Dana White, I've heard that name before. She is the visionary. She's the visionary behind the UFC's. Oh, so she helped get that UFC deal. So every time y'all watch the
Oh,
UFC fights and y'all see the VeChain logo, I guess she
okay.
helped facilitate that. So it says VeChain, a global leader in real-world public blockchain applications, proudly welcomes the UFC CEO and Power Slap founder Dana White as its newest official advisor. Dana joins Nobel Prize winning who is it? Sir Const. This is some. It sounds Russian. I don't know. But anyway, somebody on VeChain's advisory board to create a team focused on driving real-world blockchain adoption through complementary expertise in mass marketing and scientific innovation. So they're
Yeah,
about
Dana.
to do some
Oh,
mass. So VeChain about to do some mass marketing.
yeah. They got to because VeChain is not only working with UFC, but they're working with who? Walmart and a
Yeah, they
couple
were
other
in
companies, right?
BMW.
And
BMW.
BM. Yeah. So, yeah,
So
listen, VeChain supply chain. That's
yeah,
all you got to do.
so they're accelerating innovation, V Better DAO and VeChain Renaissance, a new era for blockchain adoption. So it says that Dana White's influence will extend beyond advisory support through strategic activations, from fan engagement rewards at UFC events to Power Slap challenges powered by Better and VeChain tokens. These real-world implementations will demonstrate blockchain utility to millions of consumers who may never have interacted with digital assets previously. Oh yeah,
Man.
so they helping introduce this shit to the world.
So
That's
so so your peoples that watch them UFC fights, tell them that your boy Dana is getting up on blockchain.
It's a girl.
No. Dana's a dude.
Oh, Dana,
Dana
a
White.
dude.
Yeah, Dana White. It's a white dude.
His
Yeah.
mama fucked up for that. Um, yeah. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Dana's a wild name for a man.
Okay.
But yeah, VeChain maintains its position as the leading enterprise grade sustainable blockchain that revolutionizes adoption through different niches and channels. I've been
Man,
bullish on
yo.
VeChain. I've been holding VeChain for years now, so that's should tell you everything you need to know right there. As soon as I seen Walmart and BMW, I saw everything I needed to see. I didn't have to wait for a UFC fight to buy VeChain personally. I
Yeah,
already had it.
yeah, but dude, hell, you could tell your peoples. I bet you they still won't care though. They still won't care. They'll be like, oh, Dana White is in it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to be seeing that V logo and that VeChain logo a lot more now because they said they're about to do some mass marketing. So shout out to VeChain. That's what we need. I need VeChain to shoot up. I need VeChain to go to a couple dollars. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple hundred if it want to. But I
Let's
need
go.
VeChain
Let's
to
go.
this run. So definitely bullish on that. If y'all want to take a look at that, go to VeChain official on Twitter. I'll share this in the Telegram. So
All
that y'all
right.
can check that out. But yeah, this is bullish for VeChain. Shout out to them because the marketing is necessary in this space.
Hell yeah. I mean, how long? Remember back in 2020 we had all those supply chain issues. 2021. You know what I mean? Like this will help with that. This will help alleviate that.
Exactly.
So with VeChain is a sleeping giant. Sleeping giant. No, we don't give VeChain enough love, but we're gonna give it some love today.
Facts. Shout out to VeChain. So yeah, y'all, that's all we had for this afternoon. Other than that, we will see y'all tomorrow unless some news or something drop. But other than that, we will see y'all tomorrow. I will say I believe the second half of this month going forward, I want to say maybe to I don't know because when we get regulations, that's it. I think we're gonna start turning green. I know Coop. I know you talked to Coop. Y'all know Coop be on the charts. If you in Block Nation, you know who Coop is. Coop really ain't been wrong in the last couple times I talked to him.
Nah, for real.
On the year, I think Coop like a good 3 or 4-0 on predicting what's getting ready to happen. So what did he just tell you last week? And I just want to put that out there.
He was like, yo, the market probably gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy pretty soon. So, he watching it. He watching the charts. So, what I mean, from my chart, bro.
Got you. So I'm putting that out there to say you have no more time for bullshitting. So good luck. I pray y'all can get through to y'all spouses or whoever so y'all can get as much money and throwaway money, not bill money, throwaway money in there as possible so y'all don't miss this opportunity because blast off could be any day now. It could be any day now. So yeah, because the market about to start running back up. So other than that, yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.